Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the top 6 Washington quarter, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance, but hides a story that has captivated collectors around the globe. Struck at the historic Philadelphia Mint and featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington, this quarter carries history, artistry, and surprising collector value all in one small piece of metal. But what makes this coin so special? And why are collectors searching for pristine examples today? Stay with me as we uncover the hidden details, rare qualities, and real market value of this remarkable quarter that could turn a simple pocket coin into a prized treasure for numismatists everywhere. Let's get started. First up in the 1990p Washington quarter stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the world of numismatics, captivating enthusiasts who appreciate the blend of American history, artistry, and collectible value embodied in a single coin. For collectors, this remarkable quarter is far more than just a 25-cent denomination. It represents a treasured link to the enduring legacy of the George Washington series that has circulated in American pockets for generations. With its instantly recognizable design and the notable P Mint mark from the United States Mint facility in Philadelphia, the 1990 P quarter continues to spark curiosity among hobbyists and historians alike. Whether discovered in circulation or preserved carefully in an uncirculated collection, this coin captures attention because it reflects both modern American coinage and a continuation of a beloved design that has remained iconic for decades. Its appeal lies not only in its visual beauty, but also in the stories it represents. Stories of a nation's heritage, its minting traditions, and the collectors who search tirelessly for exceptional examples of this captivating coin. To understand the significance of the 1990 P Washington quarter, it is important to explore its historical context within the long-running Washington quarter series, first introduced in 1932. That original issue commemorated the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first president of the United States and a symbol of American independence and leadership. By 1990, the Washington quarter had already been a staple of American currency for nearly 6 decades, making the Philadelphia minted version from that year a continuation of a deeply rooted tradition. Produced during a period when the United States economy was evolving and modern minting technology had become highly refined, the coin represents the efficiency and precision of late 20th century mint operations. The Philadelphia Mint, one of the most historic minting facilities in the country, struck millions of these quarters to meet the needs of everyday commerce. Yet within that large production emerged examples with exceptional quality that collectors now value as pieces of modern numismatic history. One of the most striking aspects of the 1990 P Washington quarter lies in its timeless design and craftsmanship. The obverse of the coin features the elegant left-facing portrait of George Washington, originally designed by sculptor John Flanagan, whose interpretation of the president became one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 1990, with the small but significant P Mint mark positioned near the date to indicate its origin in Philadelphia. On the reverse side, the coin displays a powerful heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both strength and peace, an enduring representation of American ideals. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad alloy, measuring approximately 24.26 millimeters in diameter and weighing about 5.67 grams, giving it a familiar feel that millions of Americans recognize instantly. When found in brilliant uncirculated condition, the surfaces can display vibrant mint luster that highlights every detail of the design, transforming an everyday coin into a visually impressive collectible. Despite the fact that millions of 1990 P quarters were produced, certain factors contribute to the rarity and desirability of specific examples. Coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition are far less common than circulated pieces that have endured decades of wear through everyday transactions. Collectors often seek coins graded by professional grading services that certify their condition, with high-grade examples, especially those rated MS 65 or higher, being considerably harder to locate. In some cases, minor minting irregularities or varieties, such as subtle doubling in lettering or particularly strong strikes, can further enhance a coin's desirability. Because most 1990 P quarters were used extensively in circulation, finding one with sharp details, flawless surfaces, and original mint brilliance can be surprisingly challenging. This scarcity of top-quality specimens fuels interest among collectors who aim to assemble complete high-grade sets of Washington quarters spanning multiple decades. The market value of a 1990 P. Washington quarter varies widely depending on its condition, rarity, and certification status. Circulated examples typically remain close to their face value, yet uncirculated coins with exceptional eye appeal can command significantly higher prices among collectors. For instance, a well-preserved example graded around MS 63 or MS 64 might sell for anywhere between $5 and $20, while coins graded MS 65 or above can reach $40 to $150 depending on demand and overall quality. In rare instances where a coin exhibits extraordinary luster, near-perfect surfaces, or a notable mint variety, auction prices may climb toward the $300 to $1,000 range. These values illustrate how condition and rarity dramatically influence the coin's worth, transforming an ordinary quarter into a potentially valuable collectible that appeals to both beginning hobbyists and seasoned numismatists. Collectors are particularly drawn to the 1990 P. Washington quarter because it represents a bridge between traditional coinage and the modern era of mint production. Many enthusiasts enjoy assembling date and mint mark sets of Washington quarters, and the 1990 P issue plays an essential role in completing those collections. Its recognizable design, combined with the challenge of locating pristine examples, makes it a rewarding target for collectors who appreciate the thrill of the hunt. Additionally, the coin's historical connection to the enduring legacy of George Washington adds an emotional dimension that elevates its appeal beyond simple monetary value. Each well-preserved example serves as a small yet meaningful reminder of American history and the artistry embedded in everyday currency. The 1990 P. Washington quarter to their collection. A few practical strategies can greatly improve the chances of obtaining a valuable specimen. First and foremost, it is wise to prioritize coins that are professionally graded and encapsulated by reputable certification services, as this guarantees authenticity and provides an accurate assessment of the coin's condition. When evaluating raw coins, collectors should carefully inspect the surfaces for scratches, contact marks, or signs of wear that may reduce value. Purchasing coins from trusted dealers, coin shows, or established auction platforms is also recommended, as these venues often provide access to higher quality pieces. Proper storage is equally important. Coins should be kept in protective holders or capsules to prevent damage from moisture, air exposure, or excessive handling. Engaging with numismatic communities and forums can also provide valuable insights into market trends and help collectors identify promising varieties. The 1990 P. Washington quarter represents a remarkable blend of history, craftsmanship, and collectible intrigue within the vast landscape of American coinage. From its origins at the historic Philadelphia Mint to its enduring design honoring George Washington, the coin serves as a tangible connection to the past while continuing to inspire modern collectors. Though many examples circulated widely, the search for high-grade or distinctive specimens adds excitement and challenge to the collecting experience. With its combination of historical significance, artistic beauty, and growing appreciation among enthusiasts, this coin remains a prized treasure in the world of numismatics. For collectors willing to seek out exceptional examples and preserve them carefully, the 1990 P. Washington quarter can become a rewarding addition to any collection and a lasting symbol of the passion that drives coin enthusiasts around the globe. Next up to in the 1986, P. Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within the world of modern American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its rich heritage, enduring design, and surprising collector appeal. Part of the long-running Washington quarter, this coin represents more than just everyday pocket change. It symbolizes a bridge between America's past and its modern circulating coinage. For collectors, the 1986 issue with the distinctive P mint mark holds particular charm because it emerged during a period when coin collecting in the United States was rapidly expanding. Whether discovered in circulation or preserved in pristine uncirculated condition, this quarter continues to attract hobbyists who appreciate its historical background, its elegant design, and the possibility of finding exceptional high-grade examples that transform an ordinary coin into a prized treasure within a collection. To truly appreciate this coin, one must understand its historical context within the broader story of American coinage. The Washington Quarter Series originally debuted in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, and it quickly became one of the most recognizable coins ever produced by the United States Mint. By the time the 1986 P Quarter was minted, the coin had already been circulating for more than 5 decades, witnessing dramatic changes in American history, from economic transformations to technological modernization within the minting process. The 1986 coin was produced at the famous Philadelphia Mint, which began placing the P Mint mark on quarters only a few years earlier, making the mark itself a relatively new and intriguing feature for collectors. As a result, the 1986 P Quarter acts as a tangible connection to the past, linking the early vision of the Washington Quarter Series with the evolving era of modern U.S. coin production. One of the most appealing aspects of the 1986 P Washington Quarter lies in its classic yet powerful design. The obverse features a dignified portrait of George Washington facing left, a design created by sculptor John Flanagan, whose work has become one of the most enduring images in American coinage. Surrounding Washington's profile are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the year 1986, carefully arranged to emphasize balance and clarity. The reverse displays a majestic heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. The coin itself is composed of a copper core bonded between layers of copper nickel, giving it the familiar silver-colored appearance introduced in 1965. Measuring approximately 24.26 millimeters in diameter and weighing about 5.67 grams, the quarter's size, weight, and metallic sheen create a visually striking piece, especially when preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition where every detail of the design appears sharp and radiant. Although millions of these quarters were produced, rarity in the numismatic world often depends more on condition and specific varieties than on mintage alone. The 1986 P Quarter had a substantial production run, yet finding examples in superb mint state grades can still be surprisingly challenging. Many coins from this year entered heavy circulation, where contact marks, wear, and scratches gradually diminished their original mint luster. For collectors seeking exceptional specimens, the goal is to locate coins graded MS65, MS66, or even the elusive MS67 condition, where the surfaces remain nearly flawless and the design elements appear crisp and fully struck. In addition, some collectors search for subtle minting varieties, such as doubled die characteristics or striking anomalies, which can transform an otherwise common coin into a much more desirable numismatic rarity. The 1986 P Washington Quarter demonstrates how dramatically price can vary depending on condition and uniqueness. Circulated examples are generally valued close to their face value, yet uncirculated coins begin to command more attention among collectors. A well-preserved mint state example may sell for anywhere from $10 to $40, while premium-graded specimens, particularly those certified at MS66 or higher, can reach values ranging from approximately $50 to several $100s. In rare cases where exceptional quality or a recognized variety is present, auction prices can climb even further, sometimes approaching the $500 to $1,000 range for the finest known pieces. These values reflect not only scarcity in top condition, but also the strong demand among collectors who seek pristine representatives of the Washington Quarter Series. The coin's appeal among collectors is also driven by its role within a beloved and historically significant series. Many numismatists enjoy assembling complete sets of Washington quarters by year and mint mark, and the 1986 P issue represents an important entry within that ongoing timeline. Because the Philadelphia Mint had only recently begun placing the P mark on quarters, coins from the mid-1980s capture a transitional moment in U.S. minting practices. For enthusiasts building modern sets, locating a sharply struck, well-preserved example from this year adds both visual harmony and historical depth to their collections, reinforcing the coin's reputation as a captivating and meaningful piece. For collectors hoping to acquire a high-quality example of the 1986 P Quarter, careful inspection and smart purchasing strategies are essential. Experts often recommend prioritizing coins that have been professionally graded and encapsulated by reputable certification services, as this ensures authenticity and reliable condition assessment. When examining raw coins, collectors should look for strong mint luster, minimal surface marks, and well-defined details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Proper storage is equally important. Keeping coins in protective holders, avoiding unnecessary handling, and maintaining a stable environment can help preserve their brilliance for decades to come. Participating in coin clubs, attending coin shows, and engaging with online collector communities can also provide valuable insights into market trends and newly discovered varieties. The 1986 P. Washington Quarter Dollar represents a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and collector intrigue. While it may have once circulated widely in everyday commerce, exceptional examples of this coin now hold a respected place in numismatic collections around the world. Its elegant design, historical significance within the Washington Quarter series, and the excitement of discovering pristine or rare varieties all contribute to its lasting appeal. For both seasoned collectors and newcomers alike, pursuing this coin can be a rewarding journey, one that transforms an ordinary piece of American currency into a prized treasure and a meaningful tangible connection to the past. The 1986 P. Washington Quarter Dollar also attracts collectors because it represents a fascinating period in modern American coinage when the United States Mint was refining its production technology and quality standards. Coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint during the mid-1980s often show a bright, frosty luster when preserved properly, giving them an eye-catching brilliance that collectors truly appreciate. Because the P Mint mark had only recently become standard on quarters, many enthusiasts consider the 1986 issue a noteworthy example from the early years of this mint mark tradition. For those building complete collections of the famous Washington Quarter, the 1986 P coin helps illustrate the evolution of the series during the late 20th century, adding both historical depth and visual continuity to a well-curated set. Another aspect that makes this coin intriguing is the possibility of discovering high-grade specimens that survived decades with minimal wear. While millions of these quarters circulated through everyday commerce, relatively few remained untouched with their original mint brilliance intact. Collectors often search carefully through bank rolls or old coin collections, hoping to uncover examples with exceptional strike quality, sharp details, and minimal contact marks. In rare cases, subtle minting variations, such as minor doubled features or striking irregularities, can increase the coin's desirability among specialists who study modern coin varieties. These unique characteristics turn what might seem like a common quarter into a collectible item capable of commanding a much higher premium in the numismatic marketplace. The 1986 P. Washington Quarter lies in its perfect balance of accessibility and collectible potential. It allows both beginner collectors and seasoned numismatists to appreciate a coin that carries the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by renowned sculptor John Flanagan, while still offering the thrill of discovering exceptional pieces. Whether preserved as part of a carefully assembled series or admired simply for its historical artistry, this quarter continues to captivate enthusiasts around the world. Its blend of history, design excellence, and the possibility of rare high-grade finds ensures that the 1986 P. Washington Quarter remains a small yet meaningful treasure within the vast landscape of American coin collecting. Next up in the 1984 P. Washington Quarter stands as one of those fascinating coins that quietly attracts the attention of collectors and numismatic enthusiasts across the world. At first glance, it may appear to be just another circulating American quarter, but for dedicated coin hunters, it represents a captivating piece of history, artistry, and collecting potential. Within the vast world of coin collecting, certain pieces become especially desirable not only because of their age, but also because of their story, their design, and the excitement they generate among collectors searching for hidden treasures in everyday pocket change. The 1984 P. Washington Quarter has steadily built a reputation as a coin that embodies all these qualities, making it a prized treasure for both beginners and experienced numismatists. As interest in modern U.S. coinage continues to grow, this particular coin has captured the imagination of enthusiasts who appreciate its historical significance, its attractive design, and its place within one of the most recognizable coin series in American history. To fully appreciate the importance of this coin, it is helpful to understand its historical context within the long-running Washington Quarter series, which first began in 1932 to honor the legacy of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The 1984 issue was struck during a period when the quarter was firmly established as one of the most widely used coins in American commerce. Produced at the famous United States Mint facility in Philadelphia Mint, the coin carries the P Mint mark that signifies its origin. By the 1980s, American coinage had already transitioned away from silver compositions, reflecting broader economic and industrial changes in the nation. Coins like the 1984 P quarter therefore represent a tangible connection to the evolving era of modern U.S. currency, linking collectors to the economic life and daily transactions of Americans during the mid-1980s. For historians and collectors alike, holding such a coin provides a small but meaningful window into the cultural and economic environment of that time. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1984 P Washington quarter lies in its distinctive design, which has remained largely unchanged for decades and continues to be admired for its classical elegance. The obverse of the coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington, originally designed by sculptor John Flanagan, presenting the first president in dignified profile. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1984, creating a balanced and visually appealing composition. On the reverse side, the coin displays a majestic heraldic eagle with wings outstretched, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing the nation's readiness for defense and its desire for peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures approximately 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs about 5.67 grams, specifications that became standard for modern quarters after the removal of silver in 1965. When preserved in brilliant uncirculated condition, the sharp details and reflective surfaces of the design give the coin a striking visual presence that collectors find especially appealing. Although millions of these coins were produced, rarity can emerge through specific factors that make certain examples far more desirable than others. For the 1984 P Washington quarter, collectors often search for high-grade specimens or unusual mint varieties that distinguish them from ordinary circulated pieces. Coins that have survived decades without heavy wear, especially those graded mint state by professional grading services, can be surprisingly difficult to find. Additionally, occasional die varieties or minor minting anomalies have been reported by collectors, which adds another layer of excitement for those carefully examining their coins. In numismatics, the difference between a common coin and a rare collectible often comes down to condition, and pristine examples with strong luster and sharp strike are significantly more sought after. This scarcity in top condition creates a fascinating challenge for collectors hoping to discover one that stands out from the millions originally produced. The market value of the 1984 P Washington quarter varies widely depending on condition, grading, and the presence of any notable varieties. In circulated condition, the coin generally trades close to its face value, reflecting its original role as everyday currency. However, in uncirculated or certified mint state grades, the value can rise significantly. Typical examples in high mint state grades may sell for anywhere between around $10 and $80, while exceptionally well-preserved pieces graded MS67 or higher have occasionally commanded prices reaching several $100s in specialized auctions. Certain era varieties, such as double dies or striking anomalies, can push values even higher depending on collector demand. Over time, the steady appreciation of high-grade modern coins has encouraged many collectors to view such pieces not only as historical artifacts, but also as intriguing long-term investments. For collectors hoping to add this coin to their collection, a few practical strategies can make the search both rewarding and successful. Experts often recommend focusing on coins that are professionally graded and authenticated, as certification provides confidence in both the coin's condition and authenticity. When examining raw coins, collectors should pay close attention to surface quality, strike sharpness, and original mint luster. Purchasing from reputable dealers, established auctions, or respected online marketplaces can also help ensure that collectors obtain genuine examples at fair market prices. Proper storage is equally important. Coins should be kept in protective holders or archival quality capsules to prevent damage from moisture, fingerprints, or environmental exposure. By taking these precautions, collectors can preserve the coin's condition and maintain its long-term value. Another valuable tip for enthusiasts is to stay connected with the broader numismatic community. Coin shows, online forums, and collector organizations provide excellent opportunities to learn about newly discovered varieties, market trends, and collecting strategies. Many collectors enjoy the thrill of searching through bankrolls or inherited collections, hoping to uncover hidden gems like a pristine 1980 4P Washington quarter that may have been overlooked for decades. Engaging with fellow collectors not only deepens knowledge, but also adds a sense of camaraderie and shared excitement that is central to the hobby of numismatics. The journey of discovery, research, and acquisition often becomes just as rewarding as owning the coin itself. The 1984 P. Washington quarter represents far more than a simple piece of pocket change. It is a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and collectible intrigue that continues to captivate enthusiasts around the world. From its connection to the enduring legacy of George Washington to its elegant design and evolving market value, the coin offers collectors a tangible connection to the past while also serving as a potential investment for the future. For anyone passionate about numismatics, pursuing this coin can be a deeply rewarding experience, one that combines historical appreciation with the excitement of discovery. The 1984 P. Washington quarter remains a cherished and enduring treasure within the rich tradition of American coinage. The 1984 P. Washington quarter is the challenge it presents to collectors who seek coins in exceptional condition. While millions were produced by the United States Mint at the Philadelphia Mint, truly pristine examples remain surprisingly difficult to locate today. Many of these quarters spent decades in active circulation, gradually losing their original mint luster and fine design details. Because of this, collectors place tremendous importance on coins that have survived in brilliant uncirculated condition with sharp strikes and minimal contact marks. High-grade specimens certified by professional grading services often attract strong attention in auctions, especially when the coin displays bright surfaces and full detail in the portrait of George Washington. The excitement of finding such a well-preserved piece continues to captivate enthusiasts who carefully examine their coins in hopes of uncovering a hidden gem. The 1984 P. Washington quarter goes far beyond its modest face value. It represents a remarkable blend of American history, timeless design, and collecting opportunity within the long-standing Washington quarter series. Coins in typical circulated condition may only be worth their face value, but high-grade examples can command prices ranging from around $20 to several $100s, depending on their certified grade and visual quality. This steady demand reflects the growing appreciation for modern U.S. coins that combine historical importance with strong collector appeal. For anyone passionate about building a meaningful collection, securing a beautiful example of this quarter can be both a rewarding achievement and a lasting connection to the enduring legacy of America's first president. Next up in the 1970 D. Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within the world of numismatics, captivating enthusiasts who admire the blend of American history, artistry, and enduring value that this coin represents. For many collectors, this particular quarter is far more than a simple piece of pocket change. It is a remarkable artifact from an era when the United States was undergoing social transformation and economic evolution. The coin's connection to a long-running series, its distinctive Denver Mint origin, and its presence in millions of American wallets during the early 1970s make it a treasured collectible today. Numismatists are especially drawn to its nostalgic charm and the possibility of discovering well-preserved examples that showcase its design in stunning detail. As interest in vintage U.S. coinage continues to grow worldwide, the 1970 D. Washington quarter has secured its place as a prized treasure that symbolizes both heritage and the thrill of coin collecting. The historical background of the 1970 D. quarter adds an extra layer of significance that continues to fascinate collectors. This coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the United States' most productive minting facilities, and carries the recognizable D. Mint mark beneath the wreath on the reverse design used at the time. The Washington quarter series itself was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of the birth of America's first president, George Washington, and by 1970, the coin had already become one of the most recognizable denominations in American currency. During this period, the United States had recently transitioned away from silver coinage, and the quarter was now produced using a copper-nickel clad composition introduced in 1965. The 1970 D issue therefore represents an important moment in the evolving story of American coinage, reflecting the nation's efforts to modernize its currency while preserving the classic imagery that had become a national symbol. The 1970 D. Washington quarter lies in its striking design and enduring visual elegance. The obverse features the dignified portrait of George Washington, originally sculpted by renowned artist John Flanagan, whose design captures the calm authority and leadership of the first U.S. president. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions Liberty, above, and In God We Trust, to the left, along with the year 1970, placed neatly beneath the profile. On the reverse side, the coin displays a powerful image of a heraldic eagle with wings spread wide, clutching arrows and olive branches that symbolize strength and peace. Beneath the wreath sits the small yet important D mint mark, indicating its Denver origin. With a diameter of 24.3 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams, the coin's copper-nickel-clad composition gives it both durability and a bright metallic appearance, particularly when preserved in uncirculated condition. Although millions of 1970 D quarters were produced, collectors often discover that truly high-grade examples are surprisingly difficult to locate. Coins that circulated heavily during the 1970s frequently developed scratches, wear, and dull surfaces, making pristine specimens far less common today. As a result, uncirculated coins that retain sharp details, brilliant luster, and minimal contact marks are highly prized among numismatists. In addition to condition rarity, some collectors also search carefully for subtle varieties, such as strong strike characteristics or coins with exceptional mint luster that stand out within the series. These factors significantly influence desirability, as a beautifully preserved example can showcase the design's original brilliance in a way that ordinary circulated coins cannot. Rarity in the world of coin collecting is often tied closely to condition, and the 1970 D. Washington quarter is no exception. While the overall mintage reached well into the hundreds of millions, relatively few coins survived in top-tier mint state grades. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services are particularly desirable, as they exhibit crisp details and radiant surfaces that reveal the craftsmanship of the minting process. For collectors pursuing high-quality sets of Washington quarters, finding a 1970 D coin with exceptional eye appeal can be both a challenge and an exciting achievement. The pursuit of these superior examples has helped sustain long-term collector demand for this seemingly common, yet historically meaningful coin. The market value of the 1970 D. Washington quarter varies widely depending on condition and overall visual quality. In typical circulated condition, the coin often holds modest value, generally ranging from $1 to $5, mainly reflecting its collectible status rather than its metal content. However, well-preserved uncirculated examples can command significantly higher prices, often reaching $20 to $60 for attractive mint state pieces. Coins graded in higher mint state levels, especially those with exceptional strike quality or brilliant luster, may achieve prices between $100 and $300 at specialized auctions or through private collectors. These values demonstrate how condition, rarity, and collector demand combine to elevate a once ordinary coin into a desirable numismatic asset. For collectors interested in adding a 1970 D. Washington quarter to their collection, several practical strategies can greatly improve the chances of obtaining a high-quality piece. Experts recommend focusing on coins that have been professionally graded and certified, as this ensures authenticity and provides a reliable assessment of condition. Careful inspection of details such as the sharpness of Washington's hair, the clarity of the eagle's feathers, and the presence of original mint luster can help determine a coin's true quality. Purchasing from reputable coin dealers, major auctions, or trusted numismatic marketplaces also reduces the risk of acquiring damaged or improperly cleaned coins. Proper storage in protective holders or coin capsules is equally important, as it prevents scratches, tarnish, and environmental damage that could reduce the coin's long-term value. The 1970 D. Washington quarter dollar represents a remarkable blend of history, artistry, and collectible appeal that continues to captivate numismatic enthusiasts around the world. Its connection to the enduring Washington quarter series, its distinctive Denver mint mark, and its beautifully balanced design make it a meaningful artifact from America's monetary heritage. While many examples circulated widely, the search for pristine specimens has turned this coin into a rewarding challenge for dedicated collectors. As interest in classic U.S. coinage continues to grow, the 1970 D quarter remains a prized treasure and a tangible connection to the past. an enduring reminder that even everyday coins can become valuable pieces of history when preserved and appreciated by passionate collectors. The 1970 D. Washington quarter dollar continues to capture the imagination of coin collectors and history enthusiasts, standing as a fascinating piece of American numismatic heritage. Minted at the Denver Mint and marked with the distinctive D Mint mark, this quarter represents a period when the United States had fully transitioned from traditional silver coinage to the durable copper-nickel clad composition introduced in the mid-1960s. Although millions of these coins were produced for everyday commerce, the 1970 D issue still holds a special charm for collectors who appreciate its connection to a transformative era in American currency. Its presence within the long-running Washington Quarter series makes it a prized treasure that bridges decades of history, and many enthusiasts see it as a tangible connection to the past that once passed through the hands of ordinary Americans during the early 1970s. The design of the 1970 D quarter is both elegant and instantly recognizable, showcasing the timeless portrait of George Washington on the obverse, a design created by sculptor John Flanagan that has remained one of the most iconic images in American coinage. Surrounding Washington's profile are the inscriptions "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1970, each carefully positioned to balance the coin's artistic composition. On the reverse, a powerful heraldic eagle spreads its wings above a bundle of arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. The small D mint mark beneath the wreath identifies its Denver origin, a detail collectors often examine closely. Measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5.67 grams, the coin's copper-nickel clad construction gives it durability and a bright metallic sheen that becomes especially striking when the coin is preserved in uncirculated condition with original mint luster. The 1970 D quarter was substantial. Collectors understand that truly high-grade examples are far less common today. Most coins entered circulation and developed wear, making well-preserved specimens particularly desirable. In circulated condition, these quarters may sell for only a few dollars, but uncirculated coins with strong detail and brilliant surfaces can command $20 to $100 or more, depending on their grade and eye appeal. Exceptional mint state pieces, certified by professional grading services, sometimes achieve even higher values in specialized auctions. For collectors, the key is to seek coins with sharp design details, minimal contact marks, and strong luster, while purchasing from reputable dealers and storing them in protective holders.